Whiteness is a deception that must always be reproduced in order to maintain class power. I've been thinking about this quote a lot from Dr. Robin D.J. Kelly, an American historian that specializes in African American history, social movements, and labor. He said this during a Zoom titled Racism, Why We Can't Have Nice Things, put on by Surge, showing up for racial justice. And the Zoom was basically about how Trump is speeding up the consolidation of wealth by the billionaire class at the expense of working class people. I feel like a lot of us know this intrinsically or worse, personally experience it, but I want to talk about the uniquely racial aspect of Project 2025. Since the advent of our capitalist society, power has been concentrated in the hands of a few who benefit from the exploitation and the suffering of the many. The question then becomes, how do you keep people who are being exploited docile about their own exploitation? You convince them that there are people that are inherently below them, people of color, and that their interests are more in line with the billionaire class, with Trump, with Bezos, with Thiel, and that maybe one day they too can become a billionaire. Racism keeps white working class people from realizing that they would be infinitely more powerful if they could organize with working class people of color. Racism is distinctly a tool to keep working class people from realizing class consciousness. And there's evidence to defend this too, why are they so scared of critical race theory, an academic and legal framework that just simply understands that systemic racism is part of America's framework and not the result of individual bias? Why are they trying to defund education? Why are they attacking labor unions? Why are they constantly spitting out racist and false claims about ethnic groups to keep us from realizing our collective solidarity? Because they are so scared that their mythology, their lie that you can work your way to becoming a billionaire, that homelessness is a moral failing, that black people are lazy, will crumble the second people realize true solidarity and start showing up for their neighbors. White people rely on social services just as much, if not more, than people of color, so why do white people have a much more critical view of government assistance? Because of the myth of the American dream, because of rugged individualism, because of personal responsibility, because of lies told to us by the elite that needing help was the result of personal failings, and not because the wealthiest saw their taxes drop from 70% to 30%. Not the freezing of real wages, it's that one single black mother that applied for TANF. Dr. Kelly closes his lecture by saying that if we are ever going to defeat fascism, we need a strong, multiracial, united left that is not afraid to talk about race. We need to be comfortable calling out the creation of whiteness simply to be contrasted with non-whiteness. And that's exactly what groups like Surge are doing, literally sloganed, a home for white people working for justice. I highly recommend jumping on one of their Zoom calls to learn more about volunteer opportunities, or just get some talking points to call in your racist uncle. We need to turn to the white people closest to us that are taken advantage of by our racist, patriarchal, capitalist system, and help them realize that any animosity that they feel towards people of color is exactly what our racist, oligarchical overlords want from them. Anything besides realizing true working class solidarity that could pose a genuine threat to their power.